Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly indices forecast. Before I start, I would like to share with you some news because in the 2023 I will release my new one-on-one mentorship program. I decided to prepare this program because I know that traders need some mentorship. They always have some questions, they have some doubts, they don't know in which direction they should go, and that's why I decided to make this program in the more affordable price than we usually had. It will be very intense program, but like I said, it will be completely one-on-one. All details about this program you will find in the link below under this video. I also here on the website prepared the example of what we can do together. This will be, like I said, very intense. We'll have like 12 meetings. But of course, I can customize all those meetings really to your needs. So we don't need to focus on what I wrote here, but simply we can sit, we can decide in which direction we go during those 12 meetings. So let's go to indices, but if you have more questions, just go to the website. You can schedule meeting with me by clicking here, so we can also speak and see how can I help you to improve. So first is DAX. So even last week we didn't have much on the indices, so definitely they stopped for a while. Right now they are not moving so nicely like we had previously when we had those smooth up, down, up. Yes. So basically, right now we are for of course intraday trading. We don't have much. DAX is still climbing up. Of course, it broke this trend line 36, pushing up. Area of the resistance is still a little bit higher, so there is still chance that price maybe will continue to those levels, but we know that market is not perfect. So sometimes even this situation that we are right now, it's enough for price to retest the area of the resistance, because if you pay attention, if I draw the line even here, this is exactly also resistance area. Okay, so in this case we have quite big area, uh, but let's draw this one and this one just to have some next levels, not like a previous stops. So our price will continue after this small range on the lower time frames, or we'll have the retracement. If we have retracements, of course, as long as this trend line holds and the 36 holds, we look for buy scenarios. Target, of course, depends where price decide to retrace. Yes, but if we have retracement from this target previous stop, if we have continuation, then retracement target will be this resistance. Okay. So now retracements. If we go to 4-hour chart, last time we said about the long scenarios after breakout or short scenarios. We didn't have anything to trade. There was breakout and setup here to look for short scenarios. For me, it was a little bit too aggressive because there was no crossover on the 4-hour chart, and on the indices I really prefer to get EMA crossovers, yes, to start to look for short scenarios to take the trades against main direction, simply because if the indices they trends are quite powerful. So I was not interested in the setups like you see here, yes, this, and also you had this. I was not interested. This was too aggressive for me because it was around the 36 EMA on the 4-hour chart, so I didn't have much room. And this I was not convinced simply because I didn't have confirmation. So what I was doing, I was waiting for breakout of the lows and then try to catch some entries to see confirmation that price might to go down. We also had some momentum here, but unfortunately there was not set up to jump. It was like a sleep time. I think so. So basically, nothing happens here. Yes, at least from the perspective of our strategy and in what we want to find. So let me delete those lines, and again, we are in this range on the or wedge, yes, on the 4-hour chart. We have this. Okay, so we see that we are still between those two levels. So ideally, to trade this, ideally it will be nice to get some breakouts. Yeah, so breakout of this area, then start to buy target this and the next one. Did I remove next one? no, it's really far away. Yes, basically, no. I think I'm removed. Sorry. So this is the next area of the resistance. Okay. So after breakout, yes, we would like to do this. So we have our levels, and after breakout of this, we want to go and sell this target. Target will be daily 36 EMA and daily trend line. So this is what we would like to do. If you are aggressive trader, you can still look for some short scenarios here and long scenarios here and treat this as a trading in the wedge if you like this style of trading. NASDAQ. NASDAQ. So last time we said about the long scenarios to target resistance. We also said that if price breaks this trend line, we would like to go and sell this. And you see that price went down, reached this line. We had this false breakout, and price also retested those previous bottoms, and then went up very fast without any setups. To be honest, we also had NFP last week, and it was very fast move, so we didn't get chance to jump, at least like I said, from my perspective, from my strategy. So what we have right now, it's still short on the weekly. We are around the zone where price might to bounce, react, and make continuation, or if breaks, we can have, maybe even bigger up move. Okay, so we go to lower time frames. Right now, price is making this range on the daily chart. Okay, so ideally, we would like to see breakout of this range here or here. But if you get breakout here, you also have trend lines. So you have to be careful here, because this might be just the breakout, a retest, and reaction. Okay, because this is strong trend line coming from the higher time frame. So if I zoom out, you will see that this is very strong line. Yes. So that's why you have to you need to be prepared also that price will just only spike and react. Perfect situation would be, of course, if price will continue to range, and then we'll see breakout like this. Then we'll have confirmation that price might to continue to go up. So, or you wait for breakouts here or here, or you can try to trade in this range. Of course, if you want to trade in the range, what you have to do, you wait for price to react around this. You want to sell. If price continue to go down to this, here you buy and target this. Okay, so this is how you can trade this. So if we go to 1 hour chart, just to have like a confirmation, for example, you can try to draw trend line, and after trend line breakout, this is not perfect line, but after trend line breakout, you can, for example, say, okay, I would like to sell this and target this. Ideally, we would like to see that price is still sitting here and then it's breakout, because when we take the short, when we trade in the range, we always try to catch the trades close to the resistance and close to the support zone. Okay, risk reward is better, and also the stop loss, it's much easier to set. Okay, so this is what we have. I personally don't trade NASDAQ, but this is what we have right now. A US 30. Also here, we didn't have much. The thing is that here price broke this 4 hour, and the only setup I think which you could look for entries was here, I think so, but I'm not sure. I know that I didn't take this. Yes, this could be your short scenario. Okay, um, this was, I think I saw this, but I didn't take this simply because there were news. So that's why I didn't want to take it before the news. And you see what happens. Yes, price didn't continue, but went up very fast. Anyway, this is good setup to take, because on the four, at least from the perspective which I like to see, to trade in the retracement, simply because on the 4 hour chart you see that EMA crossover happened here. On the 4 hour chart, price, a little bit went lower below the 36 EMA. We have EMAs are crossed to go and sell. So this was good setup, but still keep in mind you trade against main direction. Okay, so those are more difficult trades. Combinations with lower time frames maybe here. Let's see. On the 15 minutes, we didn't have much, and here, yes, if you want here, sorry, here was your setup, but then immediately you would be stopped out. Okay, sometimes before the news, price is behaving like this, that they prepare something, and if the news are against, they are changing direction of the price. Okay, also on forex you can see something like this, and on the 5-minute chart, it was a little bit better. I think here we had the US open, so you could look for this, but it was very funny setup. Okay, and then you had another 5-minute 1 to 3 here to take this. Okay, so in both cases, unfortunately, it would be no, here you could get like a first target to be hit. Okay, so aggressively before the news, it's okay to do this. Okay, 2 targets, one on one, break even, or a risk free trade. Okay, so if price continue, perfect. If not, you have zero. Yes, you are on the break even. So in this way you can also trade if you like. Okay, so always remember about risk management. Even if something is aggressive, if you do right calculation of the risk and the money management, then no harm done. So let me delete this resistance. Here we have another one a little bit higher. So we see still pointing up. Weekly trend line was broken here. So we have levels. It's pushing. Right now it's not so perfect like we had previously. Again, price is a little bit rangy, but it's still pushing up. So target is the resistance. If in case if price decide to retrace, area of the retracement is this support right now. Okay, this is our area of the retracement together with the 36 CMA. And the next level, if price want to make deeper retracement, we can have here. So we have this. We go to 4-hour chart. And again, we have this trend line here, and price is making for us right now 4-hour chart long 1 to 3. Okay, long 1 to 3. So lower time frame entries, long scenarios, of course, are possible to take. So we go to 1-hour chart, and we see that this is not perfect chart, which we like to see up, down, down. So it's not like a smooth chart when price is making like here, for example. Yes. So always lower the risk if you have something like this. We have here trend line, which is again not easy to draw because we have too many spikes. We can draw it like this, for example. Basically, this is what we can do. Yeah. So we see if the chart is not good, sometimes it's better wait 1-2 days to look for some setups. Here, no price is making possible long 1 to 3. So if this holds, you can try to look for buy scenarios, but with low risk. On the 15-minute chart, this trend line looks a little bit better. Longs are still okay because it's still with the main direction. So that's why it's still better to take the trades with the main direction than against. But if you are not happy with this, what price does, wait, because maybe price will again go lower, yes, and we'll have a different trend line. Then we'll draw this line, okay, and price will stop between those two levels, and then we wait for breakout of this or breakout of that. So pay attention for this. This is definitely not clear chart. Okay, so you have to keep in mind about that. Nikkei. Last time we said we would like to take long scenarios, target resistance, or short scenarios to trade in the retracement. Where was our goal? This trend line, okay, and this trend line, you see price retested, went up, and then went down again. So if we pay attention for trades here, this was only there. We had those scenarios here. Okay, we have this aggressive setup and this like a confirmation, because this was below the 4-hour chart 36. This was around 36. This was below. Okay, so we had those two options here. So if I look for this, let's see if we have something on the lower time frames. Okay, let me just draw the lines. We can quickly check if there was something on the lower time frame. So here on the first one, we have only this. This is 5-minute 1 to 3. So we had 5-minute 1 to 3 here to enter. And here we have 15-minute 1 to 3. Probably maybe here we also had 5 minute here. If you this would be your 5 minute 1 to 3. So we had combinations with lower time frames. So if you have good risk reward, you can always decide to jump in if you want to trade such trades, okay? Because it's not for everyone. And you see the second setup was here. So we had EMA crossover, price was below, so the second setup was here. Then price went up strongly, and then we didn't have. Do we have something here? Because I didn't pay attention. Probably we didn't have. It was a little bit too strong, too fast. Yes, it was too strong, too fast. So we had here, but it was below trend line, as you can see here. Okay. Sometimes you can take those trades. It's all about the experience, because we had 1 to 3 on the trend line, but price broke this, okay, and closed above, and we are still know that the main trend is up, and this is our 4-hour chart trend line where price reacted. Okay, so you can try, but like I said, you need to have some experience, yes, to trade something like that. So weekly time frame, in the range still, we are in the same position, so not much to discuss here. So price retested this top here, so we can just adjust our area of the resistance. Right now it looks like a double top. Price started to break this daily trend line, so there is a chance that price will make some setups and we will go down again. Of course, this is range, so it's very difficult to say where exactly price will go. As you can see here is the support zone, and also we have another support level lower. So basically you see, no, in the range it's difficult. For our time frame, this is what we have right now. If we adjust our trend line, you will see that this is good line. Okay, so now you wait for the retracement and you try to sell this. Okay, retracement, sell this. If you go to 1-hour chart, what happens on the 1-hour chart range? I don't like this situation because it's always difficult to see that price went, spike, and go back. So I prefer to wait for something on the 4-hour chart before you jump. Is on the 1-hour time frame, okay? Because price might, still go do this and then it will retrace. So wait for some informations and confirmations from the 4-hour chart, then look for lower time frame entries. And Aussie index, you see what we said last time: long scenarios or short scenarios. Short scenarios target this, long scenario target resistance. And this time price went up, and we see that it reacted on our resistance. And on the 1-hour chart, we had the setup, but it was difficult to enter here. You see? Unfortunately, not good risk reward, because if we enter here, stop loss here, it's 600 points and target was only 250. Okay, price went up 600, but it's not nice here. Unfortunately, lower time frames, we only had this. If you like to trade after breakout, okay, this entry, stop loss, and you will be protected. Of course, you have to wait. So if you enter here, stop loss would be below. It will be like 300 points. Target 600, so 1-to-1. Sorry, 2-to-1. So perfect. Stop loss is here, so you wouldn't be stopped out, and then price aside. So only this was also your 5-minute 1 to 3 to enter. So you have also here, you see, and you even get another one. Yes, but second one, if you enter, probably this was the first. This was the second one. So if you enter this and you place stop loss here, probably you would be stopped out with this. Okay, if your first target wouldn't be hit, but I don't think so. It's like 250. So no, yeah. So yeah, so this what happens. So what next on the Aussie index? This was broken. So this is the next strong resistance, of course, on the previous tops. Now we are around this daily resistance. This is the highest point, as you can see. So we see that we are on the resistance. Next in between, we can find here. Okay, so somewhere around this area is our next level. Still pushing up, still climbing up, so we can still look for buy scenarios. If any retracement happened to this level, we still go buy. Target, of course, next areas. If we have breakout, then we look for short scenarios. For our time frame, let's try to draw trend line. Right now we have this. So also you can try to sell this after breakout of this trend line. Target this. Okay, so this is the option to trade in the retracement. Right now, price is making 4-hour chart long 1 to 3, as you can see here. Okay, so we can look for buy scenarios, target this, and then we can try to target the next area of the resistance. So this looks a little bit better on the 4-hour chart than US 30, I think so. But to look for buys, you have to wait for something like this, okay? Because now price make double, like a small double top on the 15-minute chart, or like a range, yes, beginning of the range. So if you entered the first one, it was good trade, okay? Definitely good trade. If you are not in, if you want to have confirmation, wait for breakout of this. But if price still make 1 to 3 and then 1 to 3 with the higher lows, you can still take this, but low risk because price is not making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, because usually what we would like to see this and new higher high, higher low. This when it tells us that we can have continuation. Right now we can also have situation that price will just stop around trend line and will go down again to retest this. So then we will have to change the angle of the line, yes, of this trend line, and then we'll again do the same. Wait for breakout here, wait for breakout here. Okay. So guys, I hope you enjoy my indices forecast. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And again, I invite you to go to this website where you have all details about one-on-one mentorship. There is also a possibility to pay in the installment. Like I said, this is more affordable price for you. So if you have any questions, just feel free to schedule a meeting with me just by clicking here and fill up the form. So of course, I will speak with you and we will try to find some solutions for you. So thanks again. Wish you all a wonderful weekend and hear you soon. Bye.